Hi there. Welcome to another great conversation having here with somebody who is shy, and that's okay. This bench helps you to find words and open up. My name is Robin, and I'm joined here by Martha. She was just actually sitting and relaxing, and I think the stars aligned, which made us have this conversation. Martha, thanks for taking this opportunity on our Good Place bench. Can you tell us a bit more about yourself, where you're from, and what brought you to Placemaking Week Festival?
Can I take this?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm from Cork City. I work actually for the municipality, so I work for Cork City Council, which is in the very south of Ireland. I'm here with some colleagues. We have been on the Cities in Placemaking program with Placemaking Europe for the last year and a half. So I've been really lucky to come to 3 placemaking weeks now. It's my third. And when we started talking, I was sitting on the bench staring into space because I told you that there's at placemaking week there's a lot of ideas. There's a lot of big ideas and big inspiration floating around, which is amazing, and it's so eye-opening. And sometimes it can be quite overwhelming. And I was just trying to think about one action that today I can do in my day-to-day work to really drive something forward. And we were talking a little bit, I guess, about how it can be a bit, it can just seem quite intimidating to start the process. And I think what I sometimes find with placemaking is that I intellectualize this idea that I have, and actually I just need to start. Just start. So I'm both excited and terrified, but I think that's the perpetual state of existence with placemaking.
Could you tell a little bit what's the struggle? What's the main issue or problem you're facing or want to solve?
I guess I'm just thinking about this one project that I have in a community that I work with a lot in Cork, where we have some opportunity to invest in like a capital piece of a park amenity, which is great, and oftentimes in our work in community and social inclusion we don't get that chance, so it's really a novel experience to have some capital to put into it. But I guess I really want to use it as a lever to get the community talking about what they're proud of and what it means for them to live in that space, and how they want to move through the space. And I guess I'm always thinking in my line of work about how what we do can improve their health, can improve their sense of belonging in the city and in the community. So what we've decided to do is start a conversation about how we can make the community more playful. Mm-hmm. We often talk about play as a means to be placemakers. Actually, that's how we got involved in this in the first place. And then I guess expanding that idea of play away from or beyond play for children. It's play for, we say, 0 to 99, and who can benefit from a community that welcomes play, I guess. And yesterday Raymond was talking about building a city that's good for butterflies, and I thought it was so fun and such an evocative description, because we always talk about like building a child-friendly city and building an age-friendly city, and now here's this other layer of building a butterfly-friendly city, but actually often they're all similar components, right? Mm-hmm.
Because then you're also talking about the identity of a city like Cork,
Yeah.
but you're also dealing with different communities that probably have different demands or different wishes, right? Is that where your head's spinning from, like which idea fits to which community?
Yeah, and that for sure, and we're really, really keen to hear from particularly people who are newer to Cork. I was born in Cork, I grew up in Cork, I have a lot of connection and feel a lot of belonging there, and obviously that's not everybody's experience, and to feel safe and feel well and feel welcomed, those are all really important things. I think that I had something really insightful and intelligent to say. No, I'm afraid it's gone.
That's gone?
No, it'll come back.
Okay. Because it's interesting, because Placemaking Week helps you to solve your issues or come up with solutions? Have you already found some solutions that you think, okay, because you were here saying there are too many ideas. So what stops you from doing an idea?
You know what? Actually, a lot of the time it's fear of failure. That is certainly something that stops me often. It stops me, and it also stops us from achieving things from within our city council. I think we really desperately want we want people to like us, and we want people to think of, okay, working with the council has given us a really good result, or we've been asking for this amenity or asking for this facility in our community for a long time, and look, it's actually happening, and that's great. And whereas it's something we talk about all the time. I would love to build in, and it's something that I mentioned. My experience in the Netherlands is that often I see projects that I think, that's so cool and interesting, and okay, it's not perfect and it's not like shiny and new, but it's cool and it adds a new dimension to the area. And I don't know if it's just me, but I don't think that we have that mentality of, let's just give it a go. Let's just try. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It's not a big deal. So I would love when I'm thinking of just this specific project, to just build in a little bit of wiggle room around the edge, to just build up an appetite in the community to say, like, let's just try something, And even the bench idea is just like, let's just bring in a bench and see if we can have some conversations, and we can take the bench away. It's not a big deal. I really admire, and I can always see, like some of those speakers this morning, Luca from Turin and the dude from Future Cities. I always note when they are not coming from municipality background, because they have the scope to be like, yeah, we're just going to do it. We're just going to get it done. Although Rotterdam municipality seems to do that as well. With our colleagues in Rotterdam, they're like, yeah, just do it. And I just love that mentality. I just think it's great. So that's what I need to take away. Just do it. Make it happen.
Make it happen. That's yeah. You're gonna steal that slogan for Cork.
Yeah, well, actually, we told them they have this amazing placemaking manifesto that they showed us the other day, and we're just gonna take it and like stamp out Rotterdam and just write Cork on it. Like, yes, let's do it.
Guys, Cork, make it happen. But I mean, they must have been facing on the same things of course, failure, how to go around failure, or we even talked about ownership. Right? Maybe from all these ideas, it's not you to choose from, but maybe it's something you need to community that choose, right? Yeah. Like, hey, here are like 3-4 ideas. Which one should we start working on, and make them part of the realization of that idea, so they get a bit of ownership around it.
For sure, and then as a person who works in local government, then it's also my role to build up that sense with my colleagues who don't, like you said to me when you sat down, I'm not a placemaker. No, I think you are. But I think that like one of the things that our team have been trying to do, there's like 6 or 7 of us who've been involved in this program, and we really want our colleagues in the whole organisation not to think, oh, we should run that by the placemaking team. We're not the placemaking team. We're just people in different departments who really see the value of this approach and this process. So, like, there is something about bringing your colleagues along with you, and your colleagues in, an operations role, when you talk to them about a project, that they're like, oh yeah, I totally see the value in this. So there's some like relational work that needs to be done in the organisation to take that mentality of, we're going to try our best, and we're doing it based on evidence. We're not pulling it from anywhere, but we've got this idea and we think it could work, so let's do it. Because it works somewhere else, yeah.
But I think it's also about the positioning of a city council, like, maybe it's even more about facilitation than ever before.
Yeah, and somebody said yesterday in the first panel session, actually, they said, I wish I could remember who it was, that, municipalities started as service providers, and now they have become more like procurement bodies, and we need to move away from that now back into municipalities being like centres for learning and exploration and experimentation and innovation, all of those things. And part of that needs to be innovating with the community to say, okay, like we've done all this thinking and we've had these conversations with the communities who we always say the communities are experts in their community. So like, let's start listening to those experts and let's like put our money where our mouth is and just like do it.
And then the result is that they're gonna appreciate Cork more. They're gonna appreciate their own communities more. They are the best ambassadors for the city of Cork. And make people stay instead of move places or go somewhere else where things would be better.
For sure, yeah.
Talking about a good place, Cork is a good place. So what can we do? When is Cork a really good place?
First of all, always. Cork is a good place on the first day of spring when you cannot wear a rain jacket. It's not hot, it's never hot. The sun is shining. People begin to sit outside. Somebody's probably taken their top off, although it's 14 degrees. People are spending time outside. Somebody's brought a picnic, they're sitting down. People are chatting. It's like they've come out of their winter hibernation. Yeah, it's great.
Have a sense of belonging.
A lot of people do. Don't know, probably not all, and that's something I think like we have to examine. Like I always have to be very conscious of my bias because I am from Cork and I'm so proud of it, and I do have a massive sense of belonging, and I do want that for everybody, and so we need to make space for that as well. This is like a therapy session. I feel like I'm in therapy. How much do I owe you? Do you take health insurance?
Well, just launch a Good Place bench in Cork, then we're good. We said the Good Place bench could be, and we need to work on the slogan, but we could say, for all your social issues, and make you line down and connect.
Yeah, I think it's a good point. When is Cork at its best? And like, so much about it is the people, right? And like, I lived away for quite a long time. I lived in the UK, I lived in Italy, and it was the human connection that brought me back. And so like, something that I've noticed so much now everywhere that I am is that everyone's always has earphones in or always looking down. And I think maybe when I think about this park amenity that I want to facilitate or work on, it's about bringing people to a space where they're interacting or they're having opportunity to make eye contact or sit down or complain or whatever it is, but there's that human connection piece. That's when Cork's a good place.
And I think we all, and not just Cork, lost that a little bit due to COVID, due to social media and so on, that we need to even not take that more for granted and work on that a little bit more to bring back human connection.
Yeah, actually, and I think that's one of your cards says, like, what do I do to make Cork a better place? And I think that's what I can do, is be more present. Like, when you came over here and sat down and started talking, it is making me think, when do I start up conversations? Like, I should do that more, just...
And we're strangers.
Yeah, I think we're best friends now, though.
Now?
Yeah, we are now.
Took 10 minutes.
But, yeah.
10 minutes.
But, and that's the other thing, is that I think a lot of people are craving that connection.
Yeah. But
So.
it's that first step somebody has to take to come and sit next to you and say, just as you said, how do you feel?
Yeah, I should have just been like, I'm fine, thank you.
Thanks, Martha.
Thank
I
you.
hope this conversation helped a bit.
No, it has. I feel a lot better now. Thank you.
She's feeling a lot better. I'm going to do something with all these slogans, put them on the board. Want to feel better? Come sit with us on the Good Place bench.
Yeah. Or just, do you want to feel? Do you want to feel something? Sit down here. Maybe not better. So many emotions.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks, Robin.